Mike, how about at Department of Defense, top 2 priorities for you?
So top 2 priorities are all about enabling the kind of cultural change we just heard about from NASA. And I'll talk about those 2 priorities that we're using to create that cultural change. First of them is a balanced scorecard, which I mentioned earlier. We're in the very first phase of maturity of the balanced scorecard. That's where you're reporting what has happened already. As we get that bedded down, we'll move through the next 2 phases. In phase 2, the level of maturity is about predicting the future. What could happen? Leading indicators of performance, which of course need a lot of statistical validation before you can have confidence in them. And then in the final phase of maturity, what should happen? What do we want to make happen? It's all about triggers and thresholds and getting telemetry feeding back out to drive operational processes through automation rather than through manual intervention. So what has happened, what could happen, what should happen, those are the 3 phases of maturity we're working our way through over the next 12 months. And there's a significant change that drives a whole new set of behaviors in the department. The second priority I'd like to talk about, Luke, is something we call Game Changer, which is a policy analytics tool. Some of my colleagues here on the panel have talked about the difference between structured data and unstructured data. Most policy documents, most law, statutory requirements, that's all unstructured. It's free-form text. And often you get it from an image, a PDF image in the first place. So you've got to turn the image into letters, the letters into words, sentences, paragraphs, documents, etc., and make it available to people to understand. Just as a quick example, Luke, we have over 1,900 policy documents at the OSD level. That's more than 60 million words. And if you really want to use that policy or you want to compare it to the US code, you need a tool that lets you not only do keyword search, but do semantic search so you understand the intent behind the actual policies as they were written, how well they match with the law as it exists today. And of course, these things evolve on a continuous basis. So we've created a tool called Game Changer for policy analytics that lets you work through not only the actual letter of the law, but the intent of the law and the policy in order to modernize the way the department operates. And so it's the semantic search that's coming on strong now. There's a whole lot of work ahead of us on that to incorporate the use of that semantic search capability into the day-to-day processes of the department as we move people away from looking at old-fashioned paper.